Hello Houston, hello YouTube, and hello to anyone out there watching this. Render Chaos coming at you, and I'm in a location of somewhere I have not been to in 30 years. Last time I was here, in fact, was March 21st, 1994. And the reason was, this building right behind me where these doors are was a venue called Bayou City Theater. And on March 21st, 1994, the Ramones and Frank Black played on the stage here behind me. And I will get some better shots in a minute because it is pouring down rain behind me. My prediction was right. As soon as I got out here, off the bus, it started raining. So I'm waiting it out right here in front of the former Bayou City Theater in Houston, Texas, 6400 Richmond Avenue. And here it is, the former Bayou City Theater, 6400 Richmond Avenue, the second place where I ever seen the Ramones, and the first time I seen Frank Black. And this isn't the only show I've been to here. I've been here before that at another show. It was around December 11th, 1991, was Crowded House, opening band was School of Fish. And we were here to see School of Fish more than anything though, because if you remember a song called 3 Strange Days by School of Fish, it was an awesome song back in the early 90s, around 91, 1990. And they played here also. We came over and saw them. Unfortunately, the band is not around no more, School of Fish or Crowded House. In fact, the singer of School of Fish passed. I don't remember when. His name was Josh. And we had a chance to meet him here too. And we were also interested in meeting the Ramones after they just put on a really good show with Frank Black opening. We also met Frank Black behind this building here. And I'm about to walk around behind and show you where we were. I don't remember this building being as big. I don't remember this canopy I was standing under because it just finished pouring down rain, as you can see all over the ground. I was standing up in that, see those red pillars over there, orange pillars? I was standing up behind that, staying out of the rain for a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna go walk around back here, get a good shot of where we were when we met Frank Black. And there's where the ticket booth was. Tickets are up here, although we used to buy our tickets at Ticketmaster at Sears in the mall back in Brazoria County. Back in the day when we used to pay probably like $20 for a concert. Now it's ridiculously priced. I don't even really go to big concerts anymore. I mean, unless it's a band I really, really want to see. And this has been several different places. This just wasn't, like on this door it says Stereo Live. This was several venues since. And it was also, I believe, a restaurant called Railhead. And that would have been cool if that was still around, because they had train cars out here, railroad signs and everything. It had a railroad theme. I couldn't find any information on it except for the address, which is 64 Richmond Avenue. And apparently it was a pretty good restaurant. But like I said, you can't always find everything online, information. Like I couldn't even really find much information on the Crowded House show and School of Fish show. It does say at School on Crowded House, one of the shows was, this place may have been called Back Alley and the Raw. And I believe that may have been one of the names of this place was at one time when they changed owners and changed names of it. But I'm almost around back. I already walked back here and took some pictures, and it's just so weird being back here after 30 years. Well, for the Ramones show, and Frank Black, my wife was with me, and before that was 91, so that was like 3 years before that. It was my first brother-in-law, Leonard, rest in peace. And this is where we were, well, me and my wife were standing back over here. I'm trying to remember everything, but we were standing in this area right over here and waiting at the back door of the venue, and I believe that's where they loaded in and out. I don't know about that big door, but I remember Frank Black came out, and someone had pulled up a nice Cadillac right over here in the parking lot. The Frank Black came out of these doors right there. He came out. We were able to approach him. He was being approached by other people, and he was a super nice guy. And I had a flyer, and I'll post a picture of the flyer on this video. And he signed the back of it. He said instant points, and I think to Brenda, which was my ex-wife. And the reason he put instant points is because she said something like, you know, you're a lot better solo since you left the Pixies. And I guess he liked that a lot. He said, hey, instant points for you. And then we talked to him for a minute, and we asked him where he was going from here after that show. They were heading to New Orleans. So he got in his car and headed this way out, and that was it. Then we see the Ramones come out. There was a van. Their van was right here. The Ramones came out of that door, and they got into the van quick and took off. So we didn't really get to meet them here. I said here, but I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, I want to get some pictures of this right here. Now I think I was parked on the side over here of the Bayou City Theater, and the Ramones left this way. I believe we were parked over here. I don't remember. Like I said, that was 30 years ago. I don't remember what I had for breakfast sometimes. But, yeah, I believe we were parked over here. It just feels like I was. It feels like I'm looking for that same car right here, which was a Nissan truck. 85 Nissan truck. And we were, you know, we decided, well, we might as well get going and get back on Richmond Avenue right over here. With the street in front of me. And we left out of Richmond, out onto Richmond here, and turned left and headed down this way. And I remember, like, down a little ways, we were driving, and we seen a brown van with New York license plates on it, and we knew right there that was the Ramones in front of us on Richmond Avenue. We were like, oh man, you know, like, check it out, the Ramones are in front of us. And up the roadaways too, there was I can't remember if it was a 7-Eleven store or a stop-and-go store or just some random convenience store, but the van pulled into the parking lot. So I decided to pull in next to him. Well, actually 2 cars down. We pulled into the convenience store parking lot, and we get out of the truck. I grabbed my flyer and a couple CDs that I had, and we see the Ramones, all but Joey, going into the store. So me and my wife were standing out there, and this other guy recognized him too, and this guy had a mohawk. He gets out. He said, oh yeah, the Ramones are right here, man. And the doors on the side of the van were open, and some guy standing there. And when I went over there, I remember the guy stopped me and said, hey, what are you doing? I said, hey, can we meet the Ramones? You know, get some autographs. And the guy just said, you got a pen on you? I'm like, no. He pulled out his pen and said, here, use this one then. Really nice guy. So I went up to the side of the van. Joey Ramone's kind of laying back in the bench seat, whatever you want to call it, kind of in the middle of the van. He looked out of it. Super nice guy. I'm like, oh, dude, Joey, man, longtime fan. Great show tonight. And he was kind of mumbling, oh, thank you. All right, cool. You know, and I shook his hand, and I remember he had really cold and clammy hands. But hey, I didn't care. I met Joey Ramone. And then I got the flyer signed, a couple of the CDs signed. Me and my wife talked to him for a minute. Then we walked over towards the front of the store more. Than CJ, Johnny, and Marky comes out. And I remember Johnny being like kind of a shy type guy. He was a quiet kind, you know, nice guy still. He signed things, and he was thankful that we said hi to him and loved the show. And that we talked to CJ. I remember he asked me to hold his Hot Rod magazine. He bought a magazine, Hot Rod magazine. They used to be out back in the day. I used to buy them too. But he asked if I could hold it. Oh, he signed the CDs and the flyer. And then Marky, drummer Marky, he was the character. I remember I'm like, hey Marky, what's up, man? He's like, oh, everything's good, man. I eat roaches. I remember him saying that clearly, just trying to say something shocking. I guess it was a great guy. And we just laughed about it and told him a great show, you know, keep the band going as long as you can, man, you know. Then after that we got our truck and took off again and headed down towards Missouri County. And that wasn't the first time I seen the Ramones. Like the first time I seen the Ramones was years before that, even probably 88, 89 maybe, 90, I don't know. But it was at a place called the Unicorn Ballroom. I don't remember the location. Someone said it was near Cavalcade. And now it's totally something else now. I mean, of course, a lot of the venues in Houston have closed down. All the good venues I used to go to, a lot of them are gone now. They got new ones up now, but yeah, the classic ones they're still there. If you go back far enough in my YouTube channel here, I got the Vatican on Washington Avenue and the Axiom on McKinney Street. Took some videos of that. Not such great videos because they were my first 3-4 videos I ever made on this channel. Anyway, but yeah, you know, it was a great time at this place. I'm glad I'm back 30 years later. 1994 to 2024. At what is it now? June 11th, 12th, something like that. Anyway, and as soon as I got here, and I got off the bus, started pouring down rain. I'm standing up there. Actually, when I got off the bus, I walked down to a little gas station store to get something to drink. Came back, and as soon as I was starting this video, the opening segment of it, it started pouring down rain. But it's all good because it stopped. And anyway, gonna head out now. That's it for this video. I don't remember how big this place was. It didn't seem like it was. But then again, like I said, 30 years ago. And maybe it's changed some, I don't know. But good time was had here a couple times, about 4 bands I've seen. And now it just looks abandoned. You know, I think there's nothing in there now, even though it says Studio Live, because there's a door jamb hanging off over there on the front door, and this covered area right here is leaking really bad. That's why I got up in that corner over there behind that red orange pillar. But yeah, I'm gonna get up here again. One more shot. Yeah, see, it's all kind of falling apart right here. This is where I was hiding from the rain, because this is the only place I wasn't dripping on me. So I stood here for about 15 minutes while the rain happened. While I'm here, I'm going to take a walk down here to this little garden area. I never knew it was here. Like I said, back then, I didn't pay attention to stuff like this. I just wanted to see the bands. Oh, palm tree. I'll get to see this back. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take off now. Head back towards get inside the loop, 610, get on the 25 bus. Head back towards Wheeler Station. Yeah, I see all those little speckles. Those are actually holes where water was leaking through. I know I keep saying I'm going to go, but I just want to keep filming stuff. This is bringing back good memories, you know. I mean, I don't remember anything else around here. Maybe when I'm on the bus going down, I'll see a convenience store. I might stop at it. I might do that if I think that's where we met the Ramones. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great night. Stay dry, stay hydrated, both at the same time. Hot Texas weather is going to get you if you don't. Drink lots of water. Be safe. Talk to you later. Bye. Now, the only convenience store I can find on my way out from the Bayou City Theater is this Amigo store. It's a few blocks away from the venue. So I don't know if this is the spot where a 7-Eleven or a stop and go once stood. The people inside didn't know either. The people working there, they weren't sure. They aren't old enough to remember. But this may have well been, since it is a convenience store and there was a 7-Eleven, or as I said, a stop and go at one time where we met the Ramones. But I'm just going to go along with this. May well be it, because there is no other convenience store along the way before I get off the bus and walk back this way. So I'm just going to go along with it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm out. I'm going to go wait for the bus. Give me some Gatorade. Nothing around here looks familiar anymore. Richmond Avenue back in 1994 was a totally different world at the time. Now, I even noticed right over there is a Tesla factory or dealership. And right over here is a Comfort Inn hotel. Another hotel right over here. I don't remember these things, but it's fun to think that that was where we met the Ramones. It was the first time second time we met the Ramones, actually. And it's funny that store I just showed you is called Amigo. That's funny because the last time I saw the Ramones was at the Avalon in Boston, Massachusetts, right across from Fenway Park, and it was their final tour, and they called it Adios Amigos. So this store is called Amigo. So, you can see it from here, but that's what it was called. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.